Hi, welcome to my video on the equation of a line, practice 1b. Find the slope of a line parallel to y equals half x minus 3. Parallel lines have the same or equal slopes. So parallel lines have the same or equal slopes. So the slope of this line is a half. This is y equals mx plus b. So the slope of the parallel line is 1/2. B, I have an equation of a line in standard form, so I will solve it for y and put it in the slope y-intercept form. So negative 2y equals 6x minus 10. Negative 6x moves to the right, become positive. Divide by negative 2. And I get y equals negative 3x plus 5. Slope of this line is right here, so the slope is negative 1/3. Slope of this line is negative 3, so the parallel line has a slope of negative 3. Because parallel lines have equal slopes. So we got to find the slope of the line through these 2 points. So let's call this one x1, y1, x2, y2. So we find the slope of this line. So the parallel line to the line through this will have the same slope. So m equals y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, y2 is 4, minus y1 is 5, x2 is 2, minus x1 is negative 1. So that gives us 4 minus 5 is negative 1. Double negatives are positive, so that becomes a 3. So the slope of this line is negative 1/3, so the slope of the parallel line is the same as negative 1/3. Number 2, find the equation of a line in slope y-intercept form. So slope y-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. We got to find the equation through 7, negative 6, and parallel to 6x plus 9y equals 18. Well, we need parallel, so we need to take this equation and solve it for y. So 6x plus 9y equals 18. Solve it for y, so 9y equals negative 6x plus 18. Divide by 9. 9y divided by 9 is y. Negative 6 divided by 9 is negative. 3 into 6 goes 2. 3 into 9 goes 3. And 18 divided by 9 is 2. The slope of this line is negative 2/3. So the slope through this point, so the line that's parallel to that has the same slope of negative 2/3. And it's passing through this point, so we have a slope of negative 2/3, and we have a point 7, comma negative 6. So we could put it into point slope form, or we could just substitute in and get the y-intercept. Remember, we already have the slope, we need to get the y-intercept. So if we take y equals mx plus b, and this is x and that's y, so y is negative 6, m is negative 2/3, and x is 7 plus b, so negative 6. So we multiply, we get a negative 14 over 3 plus b. We get a GCF of 3, so we'll have fractions and multiply all parts by the LCD, which is 3. 3 is the LCD. There's only one denominator. So 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. 3 times negative 14 over 3. The 3's cancel. I get a negative 14 plus 3b. So I can leave the 3b there and go negative 18 plus 14. 3b is negative 4. Divide by 3. So b is negative 4 over 3. So y-intercept form, so slope y-intercept form is this one. So the slope is negative 2/3. And the y-intercept is negative 4 over 3. So that's the equation in slope y-intercept form. So let's continue. Find the equation of the line in standard form. The standard form is ax plus by equals c. So what we need first, we need it either in slope-intercept or point slope. So the easiest way is I have a graph, so I can figure out the slope from the graph. So the slope from the graph is rise over run. So if you take this point here, the rise, go from this point to this point, you're rising 2 and running 1. So that's 2 over 1 or 2. And notice it has a y-intercept. B is the y-intercept of 1. So the equation is y equals mx plus b. So y equals, slope is 2, b is 1, y-intercept is 1. So that's slope y-intercept form. So change the standard, so negative 2x plus y equals 1. So we could have that, or we could multiply by negative 1 and get 2x minus y equals negative 1. So either one of these would be standard form. Another way to do it is we would label these 2 points and work out the same way, work out the slope using 2 points. But because I have a graph, I can figure out the slope between the 2 points. I could also write the equation in point slope form, but I need the slope first and then plug in the point and work it to this equation. Number 4, find the value of k in each. So we have a point that lies on the line. So if the point lies on the line, it makes the equation true. So this is x and y. So we put y is 3, put x is 2k. So that makes this equation true. So let's solve for k. Multiply by negative 4, negative 8k minus 21. So 8k is negative 21 minus 3. 8k is negative 24. Divide by 8, and k comes out to be negative 3. Because if you put negative 3 back in here, you get a negative 6. Negative 6 and 3 subbed in here will make the equation true. Just check it out and make sure. B, 12x minus 6y equals 6 is parallel to the line through these 2 points. So parallel lines have equal slopes. So let's take this line and find the slope. Solve it for y. Negative 6y equals negative 12x plus, moved over, and 6 is positive. Divide by negative 6. And I have y equals 2x minus 1. So the slope of this line is 2. So let's get the slope of the line through these 2 points. So the slope of this line is the same as the slope going through these 2 points. They're equal. So let's call this x1, y1, x2, y2. So slope is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is a k minus y1 is 3k. x2 is a 4 minus x1, which is a 1. So that's negative 2k over 3. So what happens, we got parallel lines, so the slope of this line is 2. The slope of this line is the negative 2k over 3. So we make them equal. So negative 2k over 3 equals 2. Since this is a fraction, I make that 2 over 1, cross multiply. So 1 times negative 2k, 2 times 3 is 6, divided by negative 2. So k comes out to be, divided by negative 2, k comes out to be negative 3. And if you plug a negative 3 in here to get negative 9, you put 3 in here, negative 3 here to get negative 3. Find the slope of these 2 points, and it should be just the same. Should be a 2 if you want to check it out, just to make sure. And that brings us to the end of another video. And again, like all, if you like my video, click on the like button, subscribe button. And I thank you for viewing my video, and I hope the video helped you. Bye-bye.